Hello everyone, my name is Abhilasha. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a storytelling reading. So let's see what the cards have to say. I wanted to pull out that card but मैंने नहीं किया ऐसा. Queen of Wands. I'm getting a lot of Queen energy. Yeah. I did like 2 readings before this, so I think both readings had Queens. 3 of Swords and it's in a reverse. This is like one of the best cards, like in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Cups. The Emperor. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So you are going forward like with some kind of plan that you had in your mind, and this action or this plan that you are executing, it seemed like a heartbreak kind of situation to begin with, like something in which you might end up facing disappointment, but rather it turns out to be something which can lead to new beginnings and some new ventures that you never expected. Like it is coming as a surprise. But do remember that because there is Six of Cups and there is Nine of Pentacles, even though there's Emperor in the middle. So it seems like there's this emotional fulfillment kind of situation, but it is not present in an abundant form. It's present in a limited form that you can share, but you have to be a little bit mindful. And it talks usually about emotions, like not to invest your emotions everywhere or with every single person. And then we have Nine of Pentacles, which is about having a limited amount of resources, enough that you can share, but you cannot be just like giving it away without thinking. Like you have to give a second thought before giving it away or giving something to someone. But there's the Emperor in the middle. So like probably you have actually given away and you have invested emotionally at certain places, and it made you realize that you have to be a little bit firmer, or you have to be a little bit more rational and logical rather than just thinking about the emotional aspect, and you have to look at the other aspects, and you actually end up looking at them and you realize that okay, it's just not the emotional aspect that is present, not in abundance, but it's also the financial aspect which is not present in abundance. So the Emperor energy is something which is just bringing forward the aspects that you actually thought are present in abundance. Two of Cups. Okay. The Chariot. So you probably gave yourself away and that, like all of that. So there is some kind of union that is coming forward for you, which is going to create new pathways and new journeys like for you, or like you will be able to, like these in this reading specifically only in this one because we have the Chariot over here. So like Chariot is about like heading in 2 directions, or like having 2 directions in a way, or like heading in a journey where like Chariot is not going in 2 opposite directions, but rather it's going in 1 direction, because we have Two of Cups before this. So you are headed somewhere But for that, before that, you have to come into this union, like this emotional union, which can counterpart this space where you gave and ended up like feeling like you do not have enough to give yourself, and because of that you might at some point had to just shut away from people. But this union is going to create certain ways for you. This can also mean like, because we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have like Cups, so it can be talking about that too, that these, like the Chariot, in which it is headed in two directions, like the financial aspect and the emotional aspect. So they are coming in a very, like, there is this positive energy that is there, but all you have to do is claim it. We have a love with, like, it's a fish bone, there's a candy, there's a seashell, there's a dragonfly. So seashells usually talk about like being just more than what you carry, and so you are coming in the sense of self-appreciation. And there is a lot of sweetness. What does fishbone symbolize? Scraps. So you might have ended up feeling like a scrap because you felt that you do not have emotionally enough to give to others, or financially to give to others, or to share, or to just be in that sense of being a provider. Like, whether, does not matter what you identify, whether you're a guy or a girl. I think everyone wants to be able to provide for the ones that they love. And there seems to be a lot of good energy and blessings from your ancestors. Like, dragonflies usually come at the beginning of summers, right? So like, whenever, like, when I was a kid, they used to symbolize to me like the beginning of summers, the beginning of cherry times and happy times. Like, they have arrived, like that it used to feel when I was a kid. So that was the reading. I hope it helped you, and if it did, do let me know, and do share, subscribe and like. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.